Hey everybody, how's it going?
Welcome to episode 2 of the Kickback Hour.
We made it.
Yeah, welcome back. This episode we have a special guest here with us, our first guest. Please.
Woo!
Hello, I'm Ann.
Ann Ly, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
I'm not very entertaining.
Oh, that's so false.
That's
See,
so
we
fine.
actually had a totally different episode planned out, but then we were all at lunch talking about astrology, and we were like, wow, that would make an episode.
Yep.
So here we are.
We're so passionate about astrology.
We are.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get to that, what's poppin'?
Nothing, and it's great.
Yes!
It's spring break, and it finally gets to relax.
Finally.
Charlotte and I are going to New York tomorrow.
Yes, it's been
Whoop,
so
whoop.
long.
Super exciting.
Super exciting.
I guess what's popping, besides the fact that, it's spring break and everything, I just want to give a special shout out to Twitter for being somehow even more funnier than usual these past couple of days.
Oh my god.
Just the amount of memes from just like SpongeBob alone has been the source of so many memes in the past couple of months. Just recently.
This is true.
Yeah, just recently, the most recent meme has been the Krusty Krab and Chum Bucket comparison meme. And it's the more favorable one is the Krusty Krab while the shitty option is the Chum Bucket. Yeah, memes like that. It's a
And that Patrick meme that they had before where it was his
Oh my
evil
God.
face.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember what episode that was. It was the one where Patrick was trying to catch SpongeBob or somebody, he was trying to catch a jellyfish, and Patrick thought that they were.
The jellyfish was SpongeBob or something?
I think so. He was trying to catch, and he was just hiding up on the rock, and he was like, "I'm gonna get you, SpongeBob." And that's the screen. The shot.
Oh god.
That's exactly what that face says.
It really
So-
does. He just looks so evil.
Right. And it's just one of those memes where you can really dig into your darker, your darkest impulses.
Mm-hmm. True that.
It's been some quality meme content.
Yeah, dude.
It has. There was this one. There was it's completely separate from SpongeBob, but the new Avengers Infinity War trailer came out, and people have been memeing that to hell.
Oh, gosh.
It was literally one where Thanos is about to toss Wakanda in the air, Bobby Shmurda tosses his hat up when he's about to do the Shmoney dance, and then another tweet was Thanos about to land in Wakanda, and it was a video of 21 Savage just being threatening as fuck. He was like, I don't need no gun. I'll beat the shit out of one of these niggas. Boy, niggas don't want to fight no more.
Oh my god.
It was memes like that.
Man, the amount of memes and the rate at which they come is just amazing to me. The internet is a magical place.
You know what? Actually, I think that one SpongeBob meme actually began our astrology conversation earlier today. It was the
Yes.
one. It was the Chum Bucket versus Krusty Krab meme. Because someone had memed that with the signs, but they left out. They left out my sign. They left out a few. So I was like, well.
Well,
But that's okay, because we're gonna talk about all of them today.
Yep.
Yep.
It's gonna be great.
So with that, let's kick back and talk about
Zodiac signs.
Zodiac signs.
Zodiac signs.
Well, let's start off and say which sign we are. So,
Okay.
I am a Taurus.
I'm a Scorpio.
I am a Cancer.
And I'm a Capricorn.
So
So we're gonna analyze all of them.
Yep.
I'm pulling up right now. I remember which sign was first. Aries is first. So let's
Aries.
go down the list. So Aries is first.
Okay.
That is the symbol of the ram. There are people born from March 21st to April 19th. So yeah.
So what do you think of when you think Aries? Because I just think
Fire.
Angry.
Yeah, they're a fire sign. So yeah,
fire
usually
sign.
they're angry and similar to the ram. They just run into everything head first.
Yeah.
And so yeah,
For who I know in my life.
exactly. So those kind of people, I don't really vibe with that well because
They're energetic and turbulent. I mean, there's positives and negatives in that, as with all of them.
yeah, and because I like to be a very chill and mellow person. So when I run into an Aries who has like this like short temper and like
Yeah.
the high energy and everything, it just whacks me out. So I'm like, I can't deal with that.
Yeah.
So
See, I would say Aries is it's not one of the best signs, but it's not one of the worst.
Yeah.
It's on the lower end for me.
fair. Us Earth signs, we don't like fire signs.
Yeah.
I'm a water, and I can attest
water.
to that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
water
it's
signs.
like it just doesn't like they cancel each other out. It's like it's not because water and fire. They just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you've heard the thing playing with fire. Like, that's the fire signs. I mean, they do have some strengths. Here, let me read some. They're courageous,
Yeah.
determined,
They're outgoing.
confident, passionate, all good things. But they're also impatient and moody and impulsive and aggressive. Kind of like a ram. A ram is a really accurate symbol.
Yeah, a lot of these like the symbols are very much in relation to the sign and like the personalities and stuff. So it makes
Yeah.
sense.
their planet is Mars, so that makes
That
sense.
makes so much
Yeah,
sense,
that makes
yep.
sense too.
Mars and like Aries and like Aries like the Greek god,
Yeah.
the god of war, the one who goes in head first with the short temper.
Yep.
Aries.
All right, so let's go to Taurus next. That's Gosnell.
Taurus.
Ooh, fun.
I want to hear your thoughts about Taurus.
See, I feel like you're an accurate Taurus.
I think
Like,
so.
I think we're all like self-proclaimed astrology hoes here, but like
We really are.
sometimes, like I'll be honest, like sometimes I don't totally see people aligning with their signs,
Yeah.
or like at least not like all aspects of it. Like for me with mine, but we'll get to that later. But like with Gosnell, I really like I see him for his sign. Like,
Also, it says right here that a Taurus is extremely kind and sweet until you betray them, then death is better.
yes.
Death is better.
That is
Yeah.
so true. I
let's
just got
see.
read for filth.
So Taurus is the bull. Your ruling planet is Venus. Your element is Earth, which makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Earth boys.
Yeah,
Hey.
dude.
It says here that your likes are gardening, music, romance, high quality clothes, and working with hands. You do not like synthetic fabric.
Wow, that's so specific.
I'm finding this right now on a website called
Oh
astrology-zodiac-signs.com. So
Yeah.
if any of you have any questions, redirect it to them. This is not from my brain.
I have a question. Do you
Yeah.
like being at home? It says here you're a homebody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I also love exploring places too, so I don't know if that'll go against my sign.
No, it just says they crave the security and comfort of relaxing in the warmth of their home environment,
Yup.
which I feel like that's true because you're always home.
So yeah, your weaknesses are that you're stubborn, possessive, and uncompromising. Do you feel attacked by that?
Yeah, you're very stubborn. You're very set in your ways. Yeah.
Oh god, yeah, I am. Cause one thing that's also pretty what do you call it? I guess iconic about Taurus is that we're very practical, and I like to think I'm a very practical person. So when I come up with a solution, I want that to be the solution. So when other people are like, "Oh, let's do this," I'm like, maybe we should do my way. You know?
Yeah, I feel that. Wait, what is your boyfriend's sign?
My boyfriend's sign is a Cancer.
That's one of your best compatible signs.
See?
Would you look at that?
See,
That's charming.
it works out so well.
Okay, who's next? Ooh, Gemini.
Ooh, I have a lot to say about Gemini.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Actually, I don't really know Geminis that well.
Well, let me tell
Actually,
you a little
So
bit.
the stereotype is that you're like two-sided, but it's a lot more than that. It's more than that.
Yeah, so Gemini is an air sign, and air signs often, they're very, well, at least with Geminis, they're very like aloof and like kind
Yeah.
of mysterious and, kind of like move like the air. And so like, I like to identify Geminis as people that can't sit still. And that could mean it could mean multiple things. So like my brother is a Gemini, and he is like a hardcore Gemini. This kid is like always out and about, always traveling, always doing this kind of stuff. But he's also like very like mysterious, doesn't really like talk about his feelings or anything. And like he is like hardcore into Gemini. Like it says here, strengths are like gentle, affectionate, curious, adaptable, ability to learn quickly and exchange ideas. Like that's definitely him. Like he works in PR. Like this dude is like bouncing ideas off of people
That makes a lot of sense.
all the time. Yeah.
The thing I find about Geminis is that they have a way with the mouth. Like they're very like charismatic when they talk and they know how to talk.
Yeah.
Adaptable is a really, really good word for them.
Yep.
But they can be inconsistent and indecisive, which I also can see.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's always like, bitch, I don't know. And I'm like, oh, come on. And me being like the sign that I am, I'm like, you have to make a decision. Like, I can't live with the fact that, like, you don't know what to do, you know?
Yeah.
I love my Gemini friends, but I would put them in the top 3 worst signs.
Oh, absolutely.
Gemini as a sign, not my friends.
I've heard a lot of like negative things about Gemini. Like every time you just like, oh, there that Gemini go again.
That's funny.
It's a interesting sign. It's one of those signs that like it's saying here, like their greatest overall compatibility is Sagittarius and Aquarius, which are also air signs. So air signs are only getting along with other air signs.
Interesting. Sounds like you're the problem.
But like also like I feel like that's just with like other signs too. Like water signs get really well with water and air, but like at the same time it's just like you're just in that spectrum of like being the same on like sort of the same level.
No, it's like you have similar values, so like that actually it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's fair.
I think I guess we'll get along with the other air signs too, but I feel like this is the only one that their greatest overall compatibility is other air signs. That's saying something. Love y'all, Geminis. But
Love
also,
you, Geminis. We're done throwing shade.
You're great though.
Cancer. Okay, Namdi, time to be attacked.
My sign.
I love Cancers though. I think it's because I love all water signs because I just feel really connected to them. Because I'm also a water sign. I feel like for Scorpio, our most compatible sign is Cancer. I don't know, that's not on there, but like, yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. You're both water signs.
Yeah.
So kind of go with the flow type of thing.
Oh, look at overall greatest compatibility: Capricorn and Taurus.
Oh, would you look at that? Hey.
Wait, that's so cute.
It all works out.
Yeah.
Cancer is actually one of my favorite signs. Like
Me too.
most of my closest friends and my boyfriend are like Cancers, and like I love those people dearly.
Yeah.
And it's mostly because like they're very like emotional people, and they're very like, you know, they find something that they're passionate about and they really drive it home. And I think that's one of my favorite things about it.
That's me too.
I think them being so in tune with their emotions is why they kind of work with us Earth
Yeah,
signs.
definitely.
Like we're all, I don't want to be like cheesy and say we're like very rooted.
We are.
in ourselves, get it? Because like Earth, but like
it makes sense.
Really. But okay, so some positive traits of the Cancer is that you're tenacious, highly imaginative, loyal, emotional, sympathetic, and persuasive, and that's all to me.
Definitely.
Also, it says right here, Cancers often walk a thin line between being aggressive and being the most understanding person in the world.
That is me.
That is so you.
Yes.
That is so
because
you.
like I'm very good at like tempering myself when it comes to certain situations, but it's like all it takes is just like for somebody to like really like cross that line, and then I'm like, hey. And I'm like,
you can't do that.
Evil Namdi comes out.
I always relate the Cancer sign to the planet Jupiter because I love planets too. And Jupiter is a very like big, warm planet. Like the temperatures on there are really high. But if you go to the big red spot, they call it, like it's literally a never-ending storm.
Yeah.
So like I kind of like relate that to being a Cancer because it's like
it's their hot spot.
Exactly.
Like if you get them on that one issue.
Exactly.
Like if you go up to Namdi and you're like, "Hi, I'm a racist."
Yeah. Exactly.
Or all lives matter.
He's like, "It's time to go."
Right, exactly. Or if you threaten my friends and family in any way. You know,
Cancers are very
loyal.
Yeah.
Cancers are very protective.
All right, let's go to the weaknesses of Cancer. Moody, pessimistic, suspicious, manipulative, and insecure. I I feel like those are, I don't know.
I've seen some of these things with my boyfriend. He can definitely be very moody. Because cancers are very emotional.
Yeah.
So emotions can be good or bad.
Yeah.
So like when he's in a good mood, he's in an awesome mood. But when he's in a terrible mood, it is like the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
Especially when he's hungry. Oh God.
I feel like everyone's like that when they're hungry.
Yeah, but cancers especially, like they just
Well,
get a
it
little
does
thing.
say that they like having a good meal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
that's
your
me.
dislikes, any criticism of mom.
Yeah. Don't come from my mom.
Look, don't come for my mom either. I don't
Right.
care what sign
Well,
you
that's
are.
just a general
The general,
rule.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Across the signs, we can all agree to just not come for one another's mothers.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
these are strong, beautiful women
Exactly.
that brought you into this world.
Right.
They deserve respect.
Ooh, next sign up is Leo, which is also in my top 3 worst signs. I got some feelings about Leo.
Me
See,
too.
Leos are they're I don't know why they're just very what's the thing? They're really good at making stuff up. Like they're do you guys feel that
But
way?
they're charismatic, so you like
Yeah,
believe them.
exactly.
And I'll
Make you
preface this
believe
by
them.
saying one of my very best friends is a Leo. And I feel like you can either be like a great Leo or like a wildly problematic Leo.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
At least, like, I don't know. So the strengths are that you're creative, passionate, generous, warm-hearted, cheerful, humorous. I totally see all of that. But weaknesses, you can be arrogant, stubborn, self-centered, lazy, and inflexible.
Yep.
And I feel like that kind of like sums up like a Leo,
Absolutely.
like, or a Leo. They're like leaders and they're very charismatic. And they almost remind me of psychopaths.
They do because like
Is that horrible?
I have a little thing. So I dated a Leo years ago,
Yeah.
and Leos are very self-centered. So it's like it's my way or the highway, or like if
Yeah.
I'm not getting my way, I'm gonna give everyone else around me hell until I get my way, and that is why I do not like Leos.
Oh man.
So Leos, we love you, but watch out with that
Yeah, they're
personality.
Stop being so damn selfish.
they're a lion, so I can see that. They're
yeah.
like this. Their symbol is a lion, so
They're
it's
the
just
leader
like
of their own pride. They're
exactly.
Yeah.
They're also fire, which adds to the lion. So it's just
Yeah.
like
I'm already not getting along with you again.
Fire with a lion, like that's
yeah.
that's dangerous right there.
But I
Yep.
mean, the good qualities are they're energetic. They have courage. They're honest. Sometimes.
They-
Can
they-
confirm.
like,
Sometimes, not all the time.
As the most honest sign can confirm.
If they really direct that though, like their personality, like they definitely have the potential to be like the greatest like natural leaders, I think.
Absolutely.
They just gotta
Yeah.
you just gotta do good with that
Yeah.
charisma.
Any fire sign is very good at like taking charge and being like
Yeah.
the forefront of that kind of army. So that makes sense.
Yeah. Anyone else have feelings on Leo, or do you want to move on to Virgo?
Oh,
Let's
Virgo.
move
Virgo.
on to
Let's go
Virgo.
to
Got
Virgo.
some shit to say about Virgo.
Let me start this off by saying Beyonce Knowles is a Virgo, and it shows. Virgos, I believe, are also Earth signs. Hold on. Yeah,
Yes.
Virgos
See,
are also Earth
The
signs.
thing is about Virgo sign is that the Scorpio sign is like kind of similar with like the M is just out, and I get them confused all the time.
I could see that. Maybe there's a connection between the
They
two.
honestly, I would feel that. I would feel that.
But all right, let's go into Virgos. Virgos are they're the sign. Their symbol is the maiden. Their ruling planet is Mercury. Earth is they're an Earth sign. So yeah.
Yeah, so with Virgos, the simple explanation for Virgos is that, well, one thing, they're very hard on themselves. Virgos are very like self-critical.
Yeah.
They always think that they're their worst self, which, you know, oftentimes is far from the truth. But they are very loyal to you until you cross them.
Yeah.
And when you
Yeah.
cross them, like, I pray that none of you wrong a Virgo, because they will make your life a living hell,
They will, yeah.
i.e. lemonade.
Oh.
Sorry, Jay-Z.
Oh, but like they won't even do it in like an aggressive way. Like it's
Yeah.
a very like
It's like slow torture.
it's
Slow,
yeah, like
yeah.
it's like emotional and messy and like messing with your head. That's the kind of like.
So like coming out with like a whole like artistic like visual album on HBO.
Exactly.
That is what
Exactly.
a Virgo would
That's
do.
a Virgo in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Really. So some strengths: they're loyal, analytical, kind, hardworking, and practical. Weaknesses: shyness, worry, overly self-critical.
Yeah.
Oh, and of others as well. All work and no play.
I could definitely see that in some of my Virgo friends.
Yeah.
They're definitely
Shout out
driven.
to our friend Delaney, resident Virgo.
I didn't know we were calling people out.
We're calling people out.
You're doing amazing, sweetie.
But this is so
We
true.
love you.
Like, likes animals, nature. I see that in a lot of my Virgo
definitely.
friends. Like, a lot of
See,
these
it
things.
says right here, it says Virgos actually enjoy listening to your troubles only if you're willing to accept their advice. They seek to help and cannot just simply hear troubles of others if they cannot offer a solution. But yeah, Virgo is a very strong mentality, and that is so true.
Yep.
I've always told you that you were strong.
Yeah, I would say Virgo's a pretty good sign for me.
Yeah.
I'd rank it higher in my.
Yeah, definitely one of the. It's an Earth sign, so we favor it.
Cancers, we get along with Virgos, so.
So on to Libras.
Libras. Okay, I have feelings about Libras.
Share.
See,
to
like
share.
my best friend, ever since elementary school, we're still best friends. She lives in Florida. She's a Libra. My sister's a Libra too. And like I just like I wish I was born a Libra. I feel like I should have been born a Libra. They're an air sign. And they're very sociable. They can balance everything out. Also, my high school best friend was a Libra, and she was
Whoa.
just like, I don't know, I just get along with Libras really well.
Clearly.
They're very balanced in like their relationship and their work life. They just like, they know what to do all the time, and I don't understand. I wish I was that balanced.
I'm
Like I
betting
really
$10
do.
now that Anne ends up marrying a Libra.
Oh
You
yeah,
can quote me on that.
absolutely.
I don't think
We'll
I
see.
will.
Yeah.
I don't
We'll
think
see,
I will.
But
See,
But
here's
with
the
them being like super balanced, quote unquote, and trying to capture all those things. Weaknesses: indecisive, avoids confrontations, will carry a grudge, self-pity.
Oh, that is so true.
yeah. And Libra, ooh, this is interesting. Libras are very compatible with Aries, which makes sense because
Yeah.
Aries are so, hot-headed. So I can see a Libra being
Like,
because
Yeah.
they're so like
They're like
fair.
peacemakers.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
peacemakers. Libra's just a good sign.
Yeah,
is.
they're
I-
like one of those signs where it's just like you can't hate them, but you don't like necessarily really like them
Yeah.
either. So they're like in like the
They float
good
like
spectrum. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that was beautiful. That was
Air
poetic.
signs, yeah.
These elements really connect with these signs and their personalities.
Yeah.
Ooh, Scorpio's next.
Scorpio.
And
Don't destroy
Scorpio, we're gonna tear her apart. Just
A little
kidding.
water sign here.
Yes. Okay. so-
Hold on. Here's the thing, though. I have feeling. I love my sign. I love that I'm a Scorpio, but there's just some things about it that I hate, and I just wish I can change it, but I can't.
Like what?
like the emotion part. Just because like all water signs are just super emotional all the time, and I don't like that. I don't like emotions.
So some of the strengths
Oh,
of
God.
Scorpios is that they are resourceful, brave, passionate, stubborn, a true friend.
Wait, how was that a strength?
I don't know.
I feel like even a strength that was shade.
It was.
Also, Scorpios are in my top 3 worst.
It's okay. It's
But we
all
love you, Anne.
good.
We love you.
It's all good.
You were actually the only Scorpio I know.
That's not true. Lauren's a Scorpio.
Lauren's a Scorpio?
Lawrence- See, you guys
Lauren's
are
a Scorpio. Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like Scorpio girls
See?
are good.
Yeah.
Scorpio
yeah.
men, I'm not.
I've
They're a
had-
little questionable.
I haven't encountered that many, so like I can't really say. Oh look, greatest overall compatibility. Taurus
Cancer.
and Cancer.
See?
There we go.
Yeah.
That's so cute. This keeps happening.
Yeah.
That's
So-
interesting.
And like I don't know, there was this one thing that I read about Scorpio who's just like one of our like our weakness was that we're secretive, and I can.
Absolutely. I
I
mean,
was just
I guess
like,
I know
that's
the
so
secrets because I'm
true.
such close friends with you, but you hide a lot of shit from people.
Yeah.
I like the thing is about me is I figured this out about myself. If I don't want to tell you, I do not tell you. Like
That
if
makes
I don't
sense.
want to if I really have to want to tell you to like make it come out, or you just have to pry it out of me by asking me a whole bunch of questions.
You have to do that with cancers too, by the way.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Scorpio's very mysterious. They're hard to like crack to figure out. Like they're kind of
It's because their sign is that little like crab thing, and they hang out at the bottom of the ocean. So you got to go down to the bottom of the ocean.
You mean a
to-
scorpion? That's a scorpion.
What did I call it?
You
crab
crab
thing?
thing.
crab
No, the
thing.
crab is Cancer.
You're right.
Yeah, the crab
Honestly,
cancer.
I literally saw the claws, and I was like, crab.
No, that's a scorpion.
But anyways, yeah, it's
No, it's true though, because like they'll sting you.
yes.
But also, if you leave them alone and you're good to them, they'll just be chilling in the desert.
Absolutely.
We're very loyal. We are.
Got that hard outer shell.
Ooh.
Scorpio
That's true.
likes teasing. I mean,
You do like messing with people.
I do know, and I think about like how like Lauren, like she's like a mean lord, and like she'll like beat the fuck out of you.
Yes.
So
Yeah. Oh man.
I always think of like Scorpio as one of the most like sexual signs. Also,
I thought that was Aries.
Aries is pretty sexual too.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, I
Explain.
never thought, yeah.
Explain.
Explain why they're so sexual.
They just are. It's just
I
in
can
their being.
I can feel that. I don't show it, but yeah, I get what she's talking
Yeah.
about.
No, it's like a thing.
It's like it's one of those like I read somewhere it was just like they're very like I don't know, it's just something like we have a like very creative imagination, so like
Yeah.
that ties into like us
Uh-huh.
being very
I see.
sexual and like very you know.
And they're also
promiscuous.
kind of
Yeah.
like harder to like settle down because they're more like it goes along with like the mysterious and like it's harder to get to the bottom of them.
Yeah.
That makes
And
sense.
like
And you,
yeah.
I
I
feel like
see.
you always have to keep us interested, or when we're not, we're gonna lose interest very easily if you're not able to like
I
hold
see-
our
yeah.
attention.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. That makes a
Yeah.
lot of sense. Well, cool. All right. What's our
Yeah.
next sign?
Sagittarius.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's Gus
Oh my
one of
god.
Gus' favorites.
And,
Talk to us, Cosmo.
Hold on.
and by favorites, he means least favorite.
Ooh.
Look,
Let's
I just
go.
I don't be feeling air signs except Aquarius, but we'll get to that. So Sagittarius. Well,
Sagittarius fire.
oh, whoops.
That's why you don't like that.
That is well, yeah. There we go.
a
Look,
fire
I
sign.
literally don't like any of the fire signs. So Sagittarius, they're very. I mean, they're very similar to air signs because they're like everywhere. They're huge travelers. Like but they also kind of like. How do I say it? They do, but don't really think about what they're doing, or they say, but don't really think about what they're saying.
Yeah.
I see that.
And like they'll be the first to like blurt something out but not really think about what they're saying, but it's I don't know, I don't personally feel for it because I like when people are kind of like calculated about what they do and read the room before they say something. But I've noticed with a lot of Sagittarius they don't do that. They just kind of do.
Sagittariuses, you're messy. No, but here's some traits. So we got strengths. These are good things. You're generous, idealistic, and you have a great sense of humor. You bring people together. But on the other hand, your weaknesses, you promise more than you can deliver, can be impatient, and you will say anything no matter how undiplomatic, which is exactly what you're saying, guys.
Diarrhea of the mouth.
Yep.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But they're sorry, you guys.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say they're doers. So like that can be a good thing, but that can also be a bad thing.
Yeah, they're very like extroverted though, usually. And
Yeah.
really good at talking to people. They kind of have a little bit of like the Leo thing going on. Where,
Yeah,
like,
they're real sweet with it, and like
they're charismatic.
Yeah.
But
they'll like flirt with you.
yeah.
All right, what's our next sign?
Aw.
Capricorn.
Capricorn.
It's me.
Another Earth sign. Capricorns. Let's see. The strengths of Capricorns responsible, disciplined, self-control, good managers.
See, that is so not me.
Weaknesses?
All of them.
Hold on, it says right here, it says Capricorns are allergic to stupidity, so forgive them if they don't want to sit and listen to the bullshit that's coming out
That
of
is
your mouth.
absolutely you.
are, yeah.
That is
Yeah.
absolutely
angry
you.
liberal fan, so you will not put up with no bullshit.
Yep.
So the part of Capricorn that I really vibe with is that I am like super ambitious and super loyal, like especially like to the people that I care about. Like if you hurt someone I love, like here comes the ram. Get it? That's my sign.
Yep.
But,
The
like,
earth signs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the weaknesses we have here are know-it-all, unforgiving, condescending, expecting the worst.
Okay, those I feel attacked by.
Oh my
I could definitely see the expecting the worst
Yeah.
sometimes. Because I'm like, Charlotte's not going to be that bad. Like,
Also,
we'll
your-
get through this.
Overall compatibility is Taurus and Cancer too. So
wild.
look at
Hey.
I also definitely get along really well with like other earth signs,
Me
like
too.
other Capricorns. Like I'll say like the two like probably like best friends in my life are both also Capricorns. So that's like kind of
Okay.
interesting. I feel like that's, but yeah, the Taurus and Cancer, that's so funny. We're all so compatible.
Yeah.
that. And that's why we're sitting here.
I think like Capricorns are typically like the smartest of signs, I'd say, because they're like they're very ambitious, and with that, they're definitely very organized with what they do.
It also says that like Capricorn dislikes almost everything at some point. You hate everything.
Hey, but I do like music, understated status.
Okay.
What the fuck is that?
Okay.
I think
Okay.
it's like I root for the underdog, which is super true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wait,
family. I mean, I like my family.
I have one more thing. It says Capricorn women are a 3-in-1 deal: a perfect mother, a perfect wife, and a perfect lover.
Oh,
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay, all
High
right.
five.
All
wow,
right.
what can I say?
Actually, I was going to say something along those lines too. Capricorns are usually like the mom friend. Like they're the ones that'll take care of everybody. It's like, did everyone get your stuff? The Uber's here. Like,
That's very accurate.
yeah. So that makes sense.
Capricorns, you're real ones.
Mm-hmm.
I might be a little biased, but I'd say that's in my top 3 signs.
It's definitely one of my top 3 as well.
Ooh,
All right.
Aquarius. I love
Aquarius?
Aquarius.
Aquarius. Oh, that is also one of my top 3.
A lot of my friends are Aquariuses. I'm just now finding out. Like a lot of my college friends are Aquariuses.
Let's see.
I love water signs.
They are
They're
wa-
an
they're
air sign,
air,
actually.
but they're
Oh, wait,
simple
you're
as a
right.
water.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why it always trips me up.
Yeah, it confuses me
Yeah.
too.
No, actually, yeah, an Aquarius is a good air sign. That's,
It is.
Yeah. So strengths, you're progressive, original, independent, humanitarian. I always think of this as like a very like artistic,
Yeah,
like sign.
Absolutely, yeah.
Weaknesses, runs from emotional expression, temperamental,
Yep.
uncompromising, and aloof. Oh my gosh, my cousin is an Aquarius, and these are really on point.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Like, she's a little activist, so like the humanitarian thing, she's so independent. She is so uncompromising. Also, like we used to get in so many fights as kids because we both always won the last word. So like, oh, these are so accurate.
Yep.
I'd say Aquarius is also a very intelligent sign because, like, there's a lot going on in their head, and they
Yeah.
often stay in their head. And that's partially why they're an air sign, because, like, they don't really tell you what they're thinking, but they're thinking a lot, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, they're very kind people, but they can also be very, like, distant as well.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of Aquarius friends, and I love picking their brains.
Yeah, they're very complex, but like they're really smart.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It says Aquarius can't stand people who make things more complicated than it should be or think they know everything. And
Absolutely.
I can feel that.
Definitely. Yeah, I love me some Aquariuses.
They're great.
All right, here's the last one.
Pisces.
Yes.
Oh, I got some
You
stuff
like
about
them.
Pisces.
I have. Okay, well, let me start this off by saying I have not encountered that many Pisces, but the ones that I have like to play the victim. Like, I'm looking at the weaknesses right now: fearful, overly trusting, sad, desire to escape reality. Exactly.
Weakness.
Can be a victim or a martyr. And like,
Huh.
like you can think of some people,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
definitely like these traits are very similar.
One person in particular popped in my head. I don't know if I should call him out.
No,
But yeah, I'm not gonna call him out.
but like it's weird because I'm reading here that the greatest compatibility is Virgo and Taurus, but as a Taurus, I have never gotten along with a Pisces because they just love to play victim.
See, the thing is, some of these things, like, it's true, but then, like, at the same time, I feel like there's two different spectrums of like Pisces. There's two different
That's true,
spectrum
yeah.
of like Cancer. Like, it just depends on which one you meet on
Yeah,
the other
that's true.
spectrum.
Yeah.
Someone say good things about Pisces because
I have a couple of good things to say about
Yeah.
Pisces. I mean, I also feel like I'm very compatible with them because we are water signs, just like me and Namdi, we're water signs, but they're very passionate. They're very understanding too. Like they're very caring also. That's another thing. It's just like, I don't know. Those are some of the good things.
No,
I ran out of stuff.
I realized I was actually wrong. My cousin is actually a Pisces because she's right on the edge date, like where it begins. She's February 19th. So she's a cusp. So that's why I was like, wow, these are also really true. And then I looked it up and I was like, that's why.
Okay.
But no, I get along well with them because I think it's because I'm really like artistic and like kind of like in my head. So like I get that aspect of them. Like they're very like calm and like thoughtful and like very like inspired. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would love to meet that kind of Pisces
Yeah.
Me too, honestly.
because I've only met the
Same.
shitty ones. So
Like, it says right here, it's like they're compassionate, they're charitable, they're sympathetic, they're emotional, of course, water, self-sacrificing, like it's artistic, musical, I don't know. But like their negatives is like timid, impractical, feels misunderstood, procrastinating. That's also one.
that impractical trait, you know me, I like to be practical. So I run into some shit like that.
It's like now that I'm reading this,
It's
it's
a
like
wrap.
it all makes sense. Like in your case in particular, okay,
Yeah.
we'll wait until after.
It's just interesting that like the website is like greatest overall compatibility with the Taurus. Maybe because I'm like a different kind of Taurus, but like I've never gotten along with a Pisces. Granted, haven't met that many in my life,
Right.
Yeah.
but the ones that I have met, awful.
If it was a Pisces that was like really like a more calm, like
laid
really,
back.
like one that like channels all their, you know, sadness and artisticness. if they channel into something like photography or something, I could see you really vibing with one. But I get that.
Definitely.
I think that's true of all the signs. Is like they're definitely everyone's kind of like a different interpretation of
Of
Yeah.
the sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
they
the cool
are.
thing about these. It's so that the descriptions of all of these signs are so broad, and like a lot of them connect, but they also still have like their distinct traits. Like you can spot like a Taurus or a Capricorn or a Pisces or whatever, and I think that's really cool.
And everyone, critics of astrology will always be like, oh, it's so broad and like all that, but like
That's
no.
the beauty of it.
Yeah, it kind of is because like we're all different and like we all fit in different ways.
Exactly.
Every time I go in depth about astrology signs, and then I think about the people in my life, I'm like, this makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it makes perfect sense.
Yeah. It's just crazy how like the day you were born just tells so much about you, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, also, since I think that's all of them, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we got through all of
I wanna
the zodiac signs.
I wanna talk a little bit about the Chinese zodiac because
Yeah.
I'm trash like that.
Oh, please.
We love
So I have a story for all of you. So the Chinese zodiac is basically it depends on the year you're born. You're that animal. So I'm gonna go through all 12 signs, and then like after it's like all in rotation and it keeps continuing. So they have the rat, the ox, the tiger, the rabbit, the dragon, the snake, the horse, the goat, monkey, rooster, dog, and the pig. So here's a fun story. The order of these animals actually It's a legend. It's not like an actual story that happened, but it's a legend. So how they decided the order was that in heaven, the king had a contest with all the animals, and whoever win the contest will be first in the zodiac, right? And so everyone was racing, and the finish line was across this pond, and the ox and the tiger were in first place, and they stopped at the pond. The tiger didn't want to swim, and it was like really scared to, but the ox can. So the ox jumps in the water and starts swimming across the river. Followed behind them was the rat. And the ox, here's the thing, they say that rats are clever, and this is why. It was because as soon as the ox left the water, the rat jumped on top of the ox, right across the water, and before it got to the finish line, it jumped across, got to the finish line first, and that's why the rat is the number one sign in the zodiac.
Well, now I'm honored to be a rat.
Right?
Yeah, me too.
See? And then that's why the ox is second. So that's my
Interesting.
little story.
That's so cool. I never knew that because I've like looked up stuff about the Chinese zodiac before, and it's really interesting. And I honestly see a lot of real stuff with that one too. Me and my family were recently at like a nearby Chinese restaurant, and they have it on the placemat.
Oh yeah,
And
they
so
always do.
me and my dad and sister and mom, we were all looking at ours, and we were like, "Wait, this is so true!" Like of our years. So
Yep.
it was fun.
So
Yeah,
what's like the
they-
different qualities of like each sign? Like what makes me a rat and like
See, the rat, they say that they're
Wait, were we
very
all born the same year?
small. Nami's a
94.
dog.
Ooh, okay.
Let's look. Oh my god, I did something to my computer. I'm so sorry. Wait, let me look it up. But I know my sign because like I'm a rat. But like rats are very clever. They're smart. They're hold on. Let's look at the traits of a rat.
Adaptable, smart, cautious, acute, alert, positive, flexible, outgoing, and cheerful. Weaknesses: timid, unstable, stubborn, picky, lack of persistence, and querulous. I don't know what that means, but
I could see a lot
Yeah,
of those
I could
in
see
all
right?
of us.
me too.
Wait, let's look up the dog.
Yeah, let's see what Nandi is.
But I know that we get along really well with the monkey.
Mm-hmm.
The monkey and the ox, just because we owe them.
Wait, this is so.
True.
As our little artsy group, it says our best jobs are artist, author, doctor, teacher. So I find that interesting
Oh,
because
wow.
like I'm actually a writer.
And I'm actually an artist.
Exactly. That's really interesting.
Cool. So what's the traits on the dog?
Yeah.
Oh wait, sorry. I got distracted.
Oh, here we go. I found it.
Oh, okay.
A dog's most defining characteristic is their loyalty. They will never abandon their friends, family, or work.
Oh.
Honest and
Yeah.
just, they are popular in social circles. Everyone needs a
Yep.
dog friend for advice and help.
Yes.
They are
Yes.
also good at helping others find and fix their bad habits. Despite how they act, they are worried and anxious inside. However, they will not let this stop them. Once they decide on something, no one can persuade them against it. Could definitely see that.
Weaknesses are sensitive, conservative, stubborn, and emotional.
I wouldn't say I'm conservative.
But he's definitely all those other things.
Yeah, he's definitely the other three things.
I think when
That
it's, 'cause it's
matches a rat.
conservative, it's less
No,
like
rat.
it's not like in
Rabbit.
a political way. It's more
Yeah, it's.
conservative and like
I think with like
stuff like emotional,
like personality.
Like, yeah, like
it's
you're not gonna walk outside naked and be like, "I'm Nandi." Like,
actually if that's the case, then yeah, I think you're conservative because
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
like there's definitely things where you're like, oh no, that's not really like my thing, and like the rest of us are like, like you know.
Yeah.
So I could see that.
yeah.
I could see that as well. Yeah, interesting. That's really cool.
What are some of the professions?
The professions.
Yeah.
Find it. Hold up.
Celebrities with Chinese zodiac as their dog sign is Ellen DeGeneres, Prince William, Jennifer Lopez.
What?
Let's
Okay,
see,
J-Lo.
Winston Churchill. Let's see who else is on here that we know. Michael Jackson.
Hey!
Madonna. You got
Okay.
Mariah Carey on this
Queen
list.
Latifah,
Hey! what's up,
Kelly
what's up? Let's
Clarkson.
go.
Like
Bill Clinton, Jane Goodall, Socrates.
Okay.
How far does this go back? Wow.
it goes back into the Li Yang, first emperor of the Tang Dynasty.
Right.
Wow.
Nice.
Also Confucius
All right.
and Kelly Clarkson,
Yeah. Kelly Clarkson.
That's all you need.
And
Yeah.
Kelly Clarkson.
Madonna,
Wait, what-
Mariah Carey.
Let's see what the rat one is.
Yeah.
I wanna see who's. I know a lot of people are in the rat year. I don't know who. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, those people we know.
George Washington, John F. Kennedy, William Shakespeare,
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Prince Henry, Prince Charles, Mozart, Avril Lavigne,
My girl.
Katy Perry, Eminem's, Charlie Johansson. Damn it.
We don't.
There's
we
a
don't
lot
claim
more.
Eminem.
No, we
Or Katy Perry.
Kelly
Oh my God.
Osbourne.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
All right.
I feel like nominees, celebrities with the same year were much more noble sounding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
You got Michael Jackson and like fucking Socrates.
Fucking
Like,
Michael Jackson.
like
But we got Avril. He was a
Damn.
skater boy. She said, "See you later, boy."
Oh.
wow. Honestly, poetry.
Do you remember those memes where like it would break like a phrase down into like ridiculously like an elaborate like so like
Yes.
she said, "See you later, boy. I will see you at a later date. I have declared that I will not see you at this particular point in time and space, so I will see you again in another point in time and space." And it's like a picture of like a brain like exploding with neurons.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
A quality meme.
Or like no, like it would get like progressively like more and more like crude and like messy, like the drawings. Like, yeah.
Oh my god.
So I guess what we've learned today is that
We learned about them signs.
we learned about dumb signs.
Dumb signs. Hashtag dumb signs.
Yeah, so let us know what you thought about that. Do you believe in astrology? Do you think it's total bullshit?
Let us
Why
know
or
what your
why
sign
not?
is.
Yeah. Were you offended by our
We're gonna
shaming
get-
of the air sign?
And the fire signs.
Okay, y'all. So we have made it to the Ain't Shit Award, and this particular week it was also spawned by a lovely lunch that I had with these people. I'm gonna say it straight up, and I'm sorry. This is gonna be controversial because you know some people like it, some people don't.
You know what? Let's just share the controversy. We'll all say it on the count of three.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Eggs. Yo, fuck eggs.
Fuck eggs.
Like, it is literally the most trash ass food
It
out
is.
there. Okay, no matter how you cook it, it smells bad. Like, no matter, like, you know, just the texture. And then, like, if you cook it, like, hard-boiled, like, the smell just gets like, my dad loves, like, hard-boiling
Oh,
eggs.
yeah.
And the
That's
smell
gross.
gets everywhere. It's, like, just a sulfur-ass smell.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate it. I can't
It's
do it.
disgusting.
I don't trust them.
Me neither. Yeah.
Why are they so yellow? Why are they so squishy? I don't get it.
No matter how many different ways you cook them, they still taste gross, and I just don't understand. And I hate the ones that I hate the most are the sunny side up eggs. I hate seeing like that yolk like
No.
spill out.
No.
It's so gross.
Not in my good Christian suburbs.
Yes.
Oh.
Like just seeing that like spill out and then like people like mix it in with like their eggs is oh god.
Also, scrambled
that.
eggs.
They're just puffy little nightmares.
Puppy little nightmares.
Like
The only kind of egg I will eat is my mother's poached eggs because she puts it on toast, so like the texture of the toast is enough to cover up the egg for me.
Yeah.
But I usually end up scooping a good amount off of it because it has to be like a ratio of like 1/3 egg to like 2/3 toast.
Yeah, it's I just can't do it. Like, no type of eggs. Sometimes they'll sneak it in. If you like bacon in a cake, like I'll be alright. But like,
if it's an ingredient, then yeah, sure. Like, but like just eggs by itself, no.
Yeah, no. Like if you're cooking me eggs, you better cook something else because I'm not gonna eat it.
Right.
Or if I do eat it, I will be very angry about it, and I will not enjoy it, and I will let you know that I'm not enjoying it.
Like I will be sitting there eating it, but there will just be tears streaming down my face.
Like, exactly.
Yep.
That's exactly what. Either that, or you're just like angrily eating them. Like, oh, these fucking disgusting ass eggs. Why are they so yellow and white and gross?
Yeah.
Like, no, we don't stand for eggs here.
Except for Anne. Anne loves eggs.
I love eggs. I can't complain. See, I grew up where like my family cooked really good. Like if you have ever had like Vietnamese like braised pork with eggs, like it just like I don't know.
That
I
does
just
sound
have
kind of
yeah, like you just gotta. I think you just have to like make it correctly. It's just like American eggs are so plain. I'm so sorry. They are.
yeah.
They're
No,
so
like,
plain.
American and British food, they're just like, oi, here's some beans.
Yeah,
And
like
a whole
do all
ass
some
egg.
freaking like flavors on there, like spices,
Yeah.
salt, pepper. Come on.
Exactly. Like, how in the hell do you invade this many countries and your food still tastes
exactly
like you ain't got no fucking seasoning in it?
right. Goya
Damn the
exists.
shade.
Like, y'all colonized plenty of countries in Africa,
Right.
and you went into India several times. You fucking colonized in the
Exactly.
Americas.
And we still have these crusty, plain eggs.
Like,
Yeah,
you
like,
know,
it's not-
if you're gonna invade our countries, the least you could do is cook us some good food.
Right.
Yeah.
The other thing about eggs that really, like, makes me uncomfortable is, like, is this essentially, like, a fetus that didn't...
No,
like,
so
what?
so basically
So
it's
you can
not.
explain it, but I'm still gonna think of it that way.
It's not like I've eaten like my country's weird. It's not. They're not. They're literally just like eggs that were not fertilized by like a male. Like they're
Right.
not. So they never got like basically they never got sperm. There
Okay.
you go. So like they never turn into like an actual animal, but like they do have eggs that it has been fertilized and you can see the baby see the baby chicken or duck or whatever inside.
That's
and
worse than the other egg.
Yeah, it is.
How
And
did
people
they just
would
make eggs worse than they already were?
and people will eat that. Like
Oh,
they would.
God.
Like I have tried it before.
Do you like it?
Oh,
Does
do
it
not-
taste good?
No, it doesn't like hold on,
I
like
am traumatized.
so here's the thing though, you have inside of that egg, if I ever bring it to you one day, you see the baby, you can see it, it's like hair, there's hair on it. You can see it's a baby chicken inside this egg with a white, like a little hard white like there's 3 layers. There's a yellow one, there's a baby chicken next to it, and then on the bottom there's this like hard white, like I don't know, kind
the
of like
shell?
yeah, kind of like the shell, but like it's like I think it's like for the platform for the baby to sit on or something. I don't know, but I've only ever eaten the like little yellow part, which is kind of like the yolk. That's
Right.
it. But I will never eat like my mom likes to eat the baby.
Oh.
Whatever. I can't. No.
Shout out to vegetarians and vegans.
I
Yeah.
know, right?
Because, like, y'all are leading the charge right now. Because, well, especially vegans, because vegetarians still eat eggs, and, like, fuck that. Like, this made me want to go vegan.
I'm so sorry. I just gave you that description.
Like, you told us that you liked eggs, and then, like, said, like, this
That
even
was your
worse.
defense.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You said something even worse.
Okay, good. So like now, see, eggs aren't so bad.
That's, well, I guess by comparison.
Yeah.
But
They're not
anyways,
that
eggs,
bad.
you still ain't shit.
Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah.
So, on the other hand, we decided to keep up our little food-themed awards this week. So since we just shat all over eggs' legs, we're going to talk about a restaurant chain that we really stand here.
Oh, yeah.
Especially me and Namdi.
Oh yeah. We like to give the We Stand Award for this week to Nando's.
They
Nando's Peri Peri.
Yes.
stay providing that tasty ass
Yep.
chicken, the Peruvian chicken.
Oh
Okay,
my
here's what you gotta do when you go to Nando's. You gotta order the quarter breast, whatever chicken you like. You get it with the mango chili lime sauce on it, and then you get the extra spicy sauce, and then you put that on it.
Yeah.
My favorite sides are those mashed potatoes. Oh
Yes,
my god.
the mashed potatoes.
The red skin
Oh my
mashed
God.
potatoes.
Yeah.
And I never had the fries till you had them the other day.
Yeah.
But wow.
Oh, the fries I live for. I always get like an extra plate.
Yeah, they're good with like
They're so
medium
good.
sauce because it's not too hot, but it's not too like plain. It still has that kick to it. Also, get them with like peri peri mayonnaise.
That sauce was so good.
Yeah.
I wanted to run into the movie theater the other day with that.
Yeah. Because I mean, all right. So I went to the Commons beforehand. I didn't know that we were going to Nando's at that point. So we were about to go catch Black Panther, and then I got like extra fries because I just got 2 orders of fries. So like I was like, hey, here, Charlotte, you can have some. And then like Charlotte was like, no, you should totally like sneak it into the movie theater. But it's like I'm not discreet enough. I can't. I'm gonna get caught.
Also, I feel like it's not like a bag of chips where you can like stuff it under your sweater. Like
That's
this
true.
is a whole plate
That
of
is
fries
true.
with sauce, and the sauce is an essential part
Oh,
of
yeah.
the fry experience.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we just really love Nando's.
Yes.
Feel free to sponsor us or give us free chicken.
Yeah. Nando's like
We stand.
yeah,
We
the
stand.
Kickback Hour, we stand for you, and we would really, appreciate some support. So, yeah.
Perfect.
So, on that note, before y'all leave,
So, there's a couple things happening soon. In April, there will be a senior exhibition for Taos University art students, including myself. That will be on April 19th at 7 p.m. That's the opening reception day. And the gallery will be running until May 14th. So if you missed the reception, you can go to the gallery and see those pieces as well. I'm going to have some stuff there. There will be a bunch of other amazing students that will have some stuff there. We have over 70 seniors that will be showing works of art. There will also be the juried exhibition that is on the same day, same night, and I am hoping to have some pieces up in there. Hopefully getting some of the shots from Nakaaga in there. So that will be happening on the same night, April 19th, and that show will be running until May 16th, I believe, or whatever the end of that week is. So yeah, keep on the lookout for that. April's gonna be a hella busy month for me, prepared for that show, but I'm super excited, and hopefully you guys can come.
yeah, if you're in the Baltimore area, come check it out. If not, we're gonna try to post at least like prints of Gosnells or something like on our social media. Follow us on Instagram at the Kickback Hour, and we just got Twitter the other
Yeah.
night.
Follow us at the Kickback Hour.
Yup.
And then our email is still kickbackhour@gmail.com. If you want to contact us, check that.
Send us things.
Yeah, send us things. Anyone else have anything they want to say before we go?
Just a quick reminder, I have a Towson radio show on XTSR. It's called Groovy Sounds. It's now later, so instead of from 2 to 3:30, it's from 3 to 4:30. So, if you're, in between classes, if, you're waiting around for your next class and you need something to pass the time, you can download the Radio FX app from the App Store on your phone and just search for Towson University, and then bam, you can listen live. You can also, send the current DJ messages or whatever. You can check the schedule to see what shows are, coming up throughout the day and throughout the week. And, yeah, it's a fun time. So,
And is there anything you want to plug?
Yeah.
I have a little something. So me and Charlotte were eating the other day, and we came up with it was a joke, but we came up with a funny segment called Eating with Anne, and I'm really about to like do this. I'll have like a camera set up, and then it'll just be me and someone else eating food and having a conversation.
We will plug that in our social media.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I'd watch.
We stand eating.
We
and
stand
Okay.
Anne. We stand Anne.
We stand.
Yeah, big thanks to Anne for being on the show today. It was so fun.
Thank you for having
Thank you for
me.
being our first guest.
Yeah.
Yes, first guest ever.
It was
Awesome.
fun.
So, with that note, keep
Keep
it
it
spicy.
spicy.
It's spicy.